Hey guys, I'm back and we're going to talk to my companion, HK55.
Admiration. It is a great pleasure to witness your skills firsthand, Master.
Master?
Clarification. Master Benico altered my programming before we secured your release. I am to serve you with the same unexcelled loyalty with which I serve her. In fact, your survival is now my highest priority.
If I'm your highest priority, does that mean you obey me above Lana or Koth?
Caveat. I cannot accept any order from you that would directly endanger Masters Benico or Vortena. Otherwise, I am at your full disposal.
Do I have the authority to modify that programming?
Contradiction. Yes, oddly enough, you do. Though I can't imagine why you might wish to.
Just curious. No need to change anything.
Approval. I am glad you feel that way, Master. Resumption. Shall we continue?
Okay. I honestly feel it's kind of like a semi-useless thing, but like...
Leave the meat bag alone. Expiration.
Really, they were still aggroed onto me.
You are much improved. Hostile eliminated.
Yeah, they aggro on you for quite some time, actually.
Kill counter.
I don't find this game like extremely amazing, but like I do definitely think they could definitely make some mods.
Is this the object you picked up on your sensors?
Confirmation. Yes, Master. A closer scan suggests that this object has been here for several centuries.
Centuries? Of all the junk out here, you had to find the antique.
Observation. Visible design elements do not match any from Zakulan culture, antique or modern.
Not from Zakul. Could it be?
He doesn't overthink things.
Haha! Do you have any idea what this is?
It looks like some kind of old spacecraft.
This is the Gravestone. This was the only ship that ever went up against the Eternal Fleet and won. Do you have any idea how long people have been looking for this thing?
And we just happened to stumble upon it.
You said this ship went up against the Eternal Fleet and won. But it's rusting in a swamp while the fleet is still around.
The fleet is even older than Valkyria. Maybe even older than Zakul. The battles happened centuries ago. Nobody knows the details of the whole war, but every story talks about the Gravestone. One ship with the firepower to take on the Eternal Fleet. This is fate. We get your Outlander. Find exactly the weapon we need. We're going to win this thing, Lana. It's destiny.
It's certainly no coincidence, but destiny? I think there's something else going on here.
Do you think this is some kind of setup?
No, not exactly. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Let's have a look inside, huh?
Assessment. Nearby signs of animal activity suggest local predators may be using this wreck as a nesting ground. Caution is advised.
We'll split up, deal with any wildlife, then regroup to plan our next move.
Heal up.
Oh, clear out beast groups. Well, that's gonna be significantly harder.
Kelly, 16, 17, 22.
I don't know, my favorite animation is HK55 versus all the wildlife. Oh my god, he's like a beast.
Let's get him.
We go on like a semi-rampage to clear all this, guys.
These creatures are hardly cunning. Their usual prey clearly doesn't offer much challenge.
Yeah! Clearing these things out? Very easy. Easiest thing ever. That's something else. Thanks.
I don't know, I mean, like, it depends on how I feel about KOTOR. I'm like, SWTOR, I don't know if it's actually gonna survive. Like, KOTOR may, you may guess KOTOR 3, but, like, I don't know if you can get... I mean, like, I think with Disney, if Disney completely takes over EA, or even if Apple takes over EA, we may have a better Star Wars Republic, because, like, I honestly think EA is kind of a failure at this job. And do I care about the Star Wars Republic feature? I do. It's like, it's one of the things that started my Blight channel. It's one of the things that kind of makes my channel actually complete and right now surviving. And you need to be very careful. You cannot let so many of these creatures actually overrun your companion. So, I do have to learn. You do have to be very, very careful with this thing. Apparently, this has a tendency to overrun itself, so... So those are all blinding, so... Does this actually give me any... No influence reaction. I found that one very hard to sell, apparently.
The endless swamp. After the damage you inflicted, they couldn't have made a safe landing anywhere else.
And if they didn't make a safe landing?
We'll know soon enough. Sky Troopers, sweep the area. Focus on regions with high metallic sensor readings.
I oversaw security in the Carbonite prison. I humbly submit myself to answer for this failure.
Sister.
I didn't like his answer.
So this ship has been here for, what, 1,000 years? More?
Right. It's amazing that it's in such good condition, considering. Judging by the damage I've seen, the stories are true. Whoever built the Gravestone scuttled it themselves after the Eternal Fleet was defeated. It wasn't shot down.
The fleet was defeated but not destroyed. Valkorion brought it back under his own control more than a century ago.
Exactly. The Eternal Fleet is totally automated. Nobody knows who first built it, and every theory is crazier than the last.
Renegades left behind after a successful droid revolution. Representatives of an entire race of droids from somewhere beyond the edge of the known galaxy.
Like I said, crazy stuff. But no matter where it came from, the Eternal Fleet is practically unstoppable. And Arkan controls every single ship from the throne.
If Valkorion has had this unstoppable fleet for more than a century, why didn't he use it to help the Sith Empire defeat the Republic?
We can only theorize. If the war was just part of a ritual to make the Emperor truly immortal, perhaps using the fleet would have interfered somehow. Regardless, we have many other things to discuss. I owe you 5 years' worth of explanations.
And I'm gonna need some parts to get this thing moving again.
Locating supplies and fresh water would also be wise.
Let's get those parts first. Might take a while to install them.
Yeah, ship this old? There's no telling.
Assertion. I will begin a patrol pattern to ensure that no enemy forces report our position.
Yeah, right now we don't have many companions. I believe we just have... If we look down companions, we have A, B, C. Do we have 2-7 or something? I may have to unlock him some other way. I don't know why I don't have T7 for some reason. He should be on my companion list, but I don't have him. I think you unlock those 75, so I'm keeping them around until 75, and then making my absorption decision here. The broken speeder I'll do. because I actually like doing the broken speeder, because all you gotta do is just literally just find parts, and it's a cool speeder that you can literally get for the price of nothing. It's basically, if you started around here, you get the first. It's one of the ones that is actually working, or actively working at least. Cool little tiny. The datapad missions I honestly find these sometimes. The most interesting, the most cool, and the fun are not the datapad missions. They're like the side missions. Like the side completers, pretty decent. They also pay pretty decent.
Stay on your feet.
Yeah, and I don't have that many speeders right now as it stands, because I don't know why. I guess this one, I think this one was my free account, so I didn't make that much money. You make significantly more credits on the non-free account, on the free, on paid, because I think they let you do unlimited credits, so I make a ton more credits, a lot more credits. Trying to stabilize her. Well, I guess we'll right on the darn thing, so start walking. Alright, I mean, maybe the stabilizer is over here. It's possible. There it is. The idea is you're not supposed to have a speeder when you're doing this, but if you have not found a speeder this late into the game, I really am surprised. Easy collectible item. I don't know which one is strategically good to do first, or which one, how you do it, or why you do it.
Feel better? Got you covered. Got you covered.
I don't know. Like, Alcoyan is an interesting player in this game.
Stay on your feet.
I believe you get a bonus mission somewhere in these for these Skyo troopers, but no, not here apparently. Not here. The one thing is, I don't understand how they only know that, okay, yes, you are guaranteed somewhere in the Endless Storm. And I'm like, well, you could be technically anywhere. And I mean, I guess this is the moon of the planet, so. But you don't actually conquer that much in Valkoian. Like, you literally conquer, like, maybe 3 planets. I mean, you conquer Odescent, but you gained that already. You conquer Zakul, this moon, which I'm like, okay, you conquer a moon, but like that's like 2 planets, I guess. But like, oh, plus I guess you also gain the Alliance's monuments when you join them. Well, yeah, I guess that is true. You do gain this, you know, these monumental places. Because I've never done Koth first. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do Koth first instead of just doing him last or something. And I've always done him last because I've always found it. Always thought it was more strategic to do him last. But I mean,
It's destiny. I ditch all these parts before we crash, we find the Gravestone, and then what do we need to get it flying? Honestly, it's plain as day. Not for Lana, though. For her, it's all just skill and luck and coincidence.
I'm with you. Things always end up going my way. There's really no other explanation.
Let's hope that includes taking down Arkan. Lana's told me about all the things you've done. More than once. Half the reason I agreed to this crazy rescue was to see if you were actually real. So, I figure I know all about your past. You deserve to know mine. I grew up on Zakul. Served in the military. I captained a warship during Arkan's campaign against the Core Worlds. One of the last ships without an all-droid crew. My crew and I deserted, but I'm not going to pretend we didn't do our share of damage beforehand. Just thought you should hear it from me.
Something must have happened to make you desert your post. What was it?
We were holding territory on Denon. Locals rioted and orders were to open fire until they stopped. None of us even wanted to be there. Massacring civilians? That's not how Zakul is supposed to operate.
Thank you for being honest with me. You and your crew made the right choice.
Glad you think so. One more thing, as long as we're being honest. When you risked your life to shut that generator down, you showed me that you're someone I can count on. I want to take Arkin down, but we don't have to take down all of Zakul with him. I'm glad to know you understand that too.
Too many innocent people have suffered already. I'm not going to add to that.
Thank you. Come on, let's get this stuff back to the Gravestone.
Secure at this time, but I would still advise caution on your return trip, Masters.
Keep up the good work, HK.
Appreciation. It will be my pleasure to do so, Master.
Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick travel to the Gravestone, but I'm going to end the episode here a little early. But nonetheless, a little early, but that's okay. I don't know how I'm going to get this to be uploading, because like apparently my stuff is, I don't know what is with YouTube right now, but it's just not uploading correctly, like not all. I think it's just disgraceful, but okay. Bye guys.